What's going on, guys? Openhand here. So yesterday I made a video kind of talking about my whole party and individual builds on everybody and stuff like that. And in this video I kind of wanted to just showcase my strongest four, party or whatever here. Now in the video I mentioned that what I have right now is like my go-to. And that remains true just because it's for convenience. Particio was really good in giving out BP. And just, it makes it a little bit easier just to like kill stuff and all that. But if I were to go with my absolute strongest here, I would put in Temnos and place it Particio. Okay, and I'll show you why. I'll go out here and fight some stuff and just show you all the broken stuff. Let me give him a little BP just in case. Or not BP, SP. Alright, so obviously using Temnos, you want to make sure it's nighttime. So you can take advantage of his debuff.
To work.
Alright, so first things first, obviously you want to do the donate DP casting.
Here I come.
Now with Takari here you can attack, do whatever you want.
Not this time.
Agnia. Now what you want to do here, it's kind of interesting, the Arcanist skill Curse, I think. Yeah, it says it extends the duration of attribute reducing effects on all foes by 2 turns. That's not true. For some reason, it ends up being 4. Now, I'm not really sure if it is based on how many debuffs they have. So if they have 3, maybe it'd be like 6 turns or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't really used it that much, but here instead of like 2 you get 4, so C goes to 7, which is pretty important because you want to maintain these debuffs on the enemy as long as you can. But again, this is going to be like overkill for sure, but you might use this in like a really hard boss fight or something, right? But it gives you 7 turns of like just lower defense on the enemy. Now here with Gasti, Metal Concoction. Now this is pretty important here. You want to make sure you mix 3 pomegranate leaves and Strengthening and Fusion Serum. You don't want to like throw on a Mighty Leaf or anything like that, because you want to make sure that Temnos specifically only has a certain buff here, which I'll show you in a minute. Now here with Hikari, getting overkill, but you would do this if it's like a really long fight. What I would do is go ahead and get a Warrior skill, go to Abide, and just raise your physical attack for 9 turns. So now Hikari has, attack buff, and the enemies have all the, debuffs, right? Now with Agnia here, go to Cancer skills. To her oh my god, divine skill, and then we throw it on Temnos. Okay?
To work.
Now with Temnos here,
I won't back down.
now you only need 2 boosts for this to work. You don't need 3, so only use 2 here. If you want to check out my build video, then you'll see all the stats on these guys and the way they're set up and everything. But the way I have them set up, you only need 2 boosts here. You're gonna go to Prayer for Plenty. Okay. You throw it on everybody because he has the Dancer skill. And it's going to raise everybody to like 9999, right? Okay. Now here with Casti, you can do whatever you want. Fight, get more BP, blah 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 blah. Doesn't really matter.
Here I go.
Alright, defend.
My turn.
Again, Gari, do whatever you want.
Not
Kill
this
stuff,
time.
right? That's what he's good at. The goal here is, another thing with like that I had to mention in my other video, her latent power is particularly good with like reflected barrier, right? Which grants like the ability to like reflect stuff. So I'll just throw it off for fun, right? Now granted, I'm not running the support skill to have her latent ability active the whole time, but it's just kind of like a cool thing to point out. It's like a really good synergy for her latent ability to be able to like reflect, a ton of magical skills. Now here I guess I'll donate BP back to Agnia here.
Prepare yourself.
And again, you want to keep an eye on like the debuffs on the enemy. You want to make sure they don't go, they don't disappear. You just want to extend it with Agnia when you can.
Not this time.
Once it goes down to 1, you just want to make sure that you extend all that. So now with Agnia, Arcanist, Seal of Eternity, and throw it on Timnos here, which will make the Dancer skill the one that so you can target everybody infinite. So basically, what that means is, you know, Timnos can constantly use Prayer for Plenty to get everybody up to, you know, 9999. Now, one thing I need to point out is that you can't do it if they're already over their max health, right? So say that everybody's at like 7,000. If I cast this again, it's not going to do anything. You got to wait till they're at or under their max health to be able to like recast this and get it back up to, you know, 9,999. The thing is that it frees up Timnos for a lot of turns, you know, since they have so much health, where he's able to do other stuff like BP batteries, not really focused on having to heal, you know, constantly against like big hits and stuff like that, right? So, I'll just defend with him, you know. I can do whatever I want, but now another busted synergy that I did show in my other video, if you really want to just keep going crazy with it. I guess I should have technically donated BP. That's fine. Alright. Another busted synergy is with Cassie, but again, you need the Dancer thing right. Again, this is it's a lot of setup and it's unnecessary as hell, but it's just kind of cool to showcase some of the absolutely broken stuff you can do here. I hope they don't kill themselves, just reflecting everything. That'd be cool. Kanekari, do whatever you want. Cassie here. We'll get a remedy now since she can target everybody. Throw out a max remedy. It's like 9 buffs on everybody. And then Agnia here. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any BP, but that's okay. So we'll just extend stuff by like 1 turn with Song of Hoker. But again, you could be using, like if you're in a big fight, I'm sure you can be using items to like get your BP and stuff like that. You know.
I think not.
Which I should have given BP there, but you know, hey, whatever. They're killing themselves. But again, you know, you got to keep an eye on the debuffs there. And so once it's Agni's turn again, I'll extend it. Right? I mean, I can even buff it if I want. Honestly, buffing it though only extends by 1 turn. So like you get the flat 4, and it's like 5 and 6. So I mean, you don't really have to use the BP for it because it's honestly 4 turns is pretty good. So here, this will go up to like, yeah, I see it boosted by like 6 turns there.
Here I go.
But that's just some of the broken stuff you can do. Another thing that you can do is, I guess I'll show you real quick. It's kind of cool. Well, and again, you could, since she has the Dancer buff, you can throw in like the healing thing, so everybody heals at the end of the turn. It's kind of nice to have.
Not this time. Oh dear.
But the only one that I really think making permanence important on would be Timnos for like the late fights and stuff like that, the ones that take a long time.
I think not.
And another thing, oh shit.
Even if I stumble.
Anyways, another thing to point out is that, you know, since they have the magic and physical debuffs, obviously everyone's going to be doing more damage. But again, Agnia does a lot of damage as is, so if anybody gets low on SP, she's going to be doing more damage because they have the, you know, magical defense debuff, right? But what I was going to showcase on a car, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you've probably seen it before. I'll just, if I really want to do it, I'll do it. Why not? Every video I do ends up being way longer than I anticipate.
Here I go.
Alright. We'll just
I extend a helping hand.
wait. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Using
A pinch of this.
To work. I think not.
So I was gonna let's show you what Divine Protection does real quick. It's a pretty good skill. But it's a learned skill that you can get on Hikari.
Here I come.
If you don't know where it is, I'm sure you can Google it. I don't really know the specifics or remember them, so I can't worry. So what she'll do here is get the dance skill, and then you just throw on divine protection on everybody.
How's this?
Which gives him 4 turns of invincibility. But it's not really turns, it's more like it's more like instances of invincibility. So if you get hit, it's gonna proc one. But it's just a really good way to stay alive and survive, you know? But I think that's really about all I wanted to talk about, just some of the broken synergies that you can do here. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.